welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here today. Today, I am doing a book challenge. It is the Do I Have That Book challenge. Now, I don't have a whole lot of books. Some of these are actually Caleb's, but I thought it would be fun to do that challenge after having done the new to booktube tag video last week so that you guys can kind of see what books I do have. I'm not setting any rules for myself because I will have to double up. Okay, I'm timing myself to see how long it takes me because they're supposed to do that. I wonder if I can get below 8 minutes. Doubt it because I don't know what I'm looking for. Ready, set, go. A book with deckled edges. I knew this one right away. Okay, a book with 3 or more people on the cover. No. Yeah? No. No. Yes? Okay. A book based on another fictional story. I have that right here. Right there. I have a lot of those. A book with title 10 letters long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that was lucky. Okay. Yes. Do you have a book that's with a title that begins and ends with the same letter? Okay. No. 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 No, wrong book. Yes. Mass market paperback. I don't know. Is this a mass market? No. I don't know how to tell if it's a mass market paperback. I think this is mass market. I'm going with this one. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I do. Right here. Do you have a book with the character's name in the title? I do. Right here. Do you have a book written by an author using? Oh, I already said that. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? I do. This one has 1. Come on. 2 maps. Okay. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? Yes. Right here. Do you have a book that was written by someone who was originally famous for something else? I have a lot of those. I'm gonna go with this one. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Yes. I'm curious though. Yeah, I'm just going with this one. Stop. Do you have a poetry book? Yes. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? Yeah. I just saw that one. Yeah. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? I don't know. I don't know at all. No. No. Oh, so close. No. I found it. I do. I have one. Okay. Do you have a book of short stories? What does it mean by short stories? Does this count? It's a book of multiple stories. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages? Oh gosh. No, those are too big. Dang it. Okay, gosh. No. Okay, dang it, that one's too big. Okay, no, too short. Oh, this one has double digits too. I didn't know that. 190. 501. 501. That counts. That counts. That counts. Okay. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? Yes, I actually have a lot. This one. Do you have a graphic novel? My one rule is I'm not going to use Caleb's book. I know Caleb has a graphic novel. Closest thing I have is a book of comics, but that's probably doesn't count. I'm putting it there anyway. Okay. Do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? I do. I do. Somewhere. I'm going to try and not use that one. Right. Yeah. Right here. Boom. Done. Okay. Guess how long that took me? 5 minutes. That took me about a little over 5 minutes long. I'm going to go through. I don't know if all of these count though, so leave down in the comments if you think that they count. So let's go through them. Massive pile of books. Okay, so I did beat the 8 minutes. Yeah, let's just start. Do I have a book with deckled edges? The Tale of Despero has deckled edges. I actually, when I heard deckled edges, I immediately thought of this one because it was the first book that I bought with deckled edges, and I love it so much. I love staring at those pages. So I do. See? Do I have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Yes, I do. Land of Stories, A Grim Morning. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people on the cover. Right there. For the book based on another fictional story, I picked one that's actually a compilation of a lot. Beauty and the Clockwork Beast by Nancy Campbell Allen is basically Jane Eyre mixed with Beauty and the Beast in a steampunk era with supernatural creatures. So yeah, it's got 2 of them. I like this book. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? I do. 6 of Crows. What? That's funny because it says 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. That's great. I love this. Do you have a book with a title that begins and ends with the same letter? A Very Large Expanse of Sea. A. This one I don't know if it's a mass market paperback or not. Do you have a mass market paperback? I think that this cover, this book, this cut by Patricia McCormick, I think that this is a mass market paperback. I'm not sure though. I know I do. I think this is the one that I have. But I know I do somewhere. I think this is it. If I'm wrong, let me know. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I do. Cassandra Clare, not her real name. Do you have a book with a character's name and a title? I was gonna go with Harry Potter, but then I looked over and I was like, Eliza's name is in her title, Eliza and Her Monsters. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? I do. Cricket Kingdom has one of like their countries, and then one of Ketterdam. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Ketterdam. I don't know how you say it. I know that Six of Crows also has one, but I told myself I wasn't going to double up on books. I was going to find books, but I wasn't going to make a rule that they couldn't be by the same person or in the same series. So, glad I made that up. Do I have a book that was turned into a TV show? Yes, I do. City of Bones, Shadowhunters. This was made into a TV show called Shadowhunters. I like this TV show. Do I have a book that was written by someone that was originally famous for something else? I do. I have Stranger Than Fan Fiction by Chris Colfer, who, was on Glee. He was really famous, for being on Glee. And then he wrote books while on Glee. I also have a book by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hamilton. Do I have a book with the clock on the cover? I do. Night Circus. There's a clock right there in the center of it. Right there. You can also see it right there. Night Circus. This is really pretty. I like this cover. Do I have a poetry book? I used to not have a poetry book, but then a few weeks ago, I purchased this one. The Princess Saves Herself in this one, so I knew immediately that I had this one because I bought it not too long ago and read it not too long ago, and I really liked it. Do I have a book with an award stamp? I do, because I saw this one while I was looking for another book. It is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. It's the National Book Award. That one, right there. I'm pretty sure I have other ones, but Simon. Do I have a book written by an author with the same initials as me? I do. I didn't think that I did, because there was like a lot of M's and a lot of S's, but not a lot of M's and S's. But Megan Shepherd wrote Grim Lovelies, and those are my initials, M.S. There's a C in the middle of mine, but I didn't think I was going to find anyone with 3 initials, unless J.K., but those aren't my initials. Do I have a book of short stories? This is another one that I'm not 100% sure about. This book is 4 stories, and they are rather short, but they have also been printed by themselves. So I don't know if this one counts. The Den of Shadows, it has In the Forest of the Night, Demon in My View, Shattered Mirror, and Midnight Predator in it by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. So this is my version of short stories. If not, I have a Mother Goose book, but tell me if this one counts, please. Do I have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages? That one took a while. To find. I found this book, Furyborn. It has 501 pages. That's the whole book, though, so I don't know if that counts. So, yeah. I don't know if this one counts either, but 501 pages inside this book. Do I have a book that was turned into a movie? I do, but I haven't read this book yet, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I also have Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and this one is also a star, and Pride and Prejudice, and Emma, and Persuasion, and Jane Eyre. Do I have a graphic novel? I don't think I have a graphic novel. This is just a book of comic books that it's a book of comics that I've had for forever. It doesn't tell a continuous story, so I don't think that this counts as a graphic novel. So probably not. I don't have a graphic novel, no. Caleb does. I don't. Do I have a book written by 2 or more authors? I wanted to go to this one, or this one, or this one, but I didn't. Instead, I remembered that I have What If It's Us, written by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, and I love this book. And I am sad I almost forgot about this book. But yeah, that's it. those are my books that I have on my shelf. So that's it for this video. I think I beat the 8-minute time, but that's also because I don't have a whole lot of books, so it's not like I'm searching everywhere for it, and if I don't have it, then I know I don't have it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up and comment down below whether or not I successfully did that challenge. Also, could you check out my other socials and see what I'm up to over there, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And stick around, because next week I'm going to be showing you guys some of the books that I have recently purchased and acquired in my life. So stick around for that if that seems interesting to you, and I hope you guys are having an amazing week and an amazing life, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye!